Welcome, guys, to the end of the world. Oh, can you tell? I've been playing this game. I've had a couple of playthroughs already, and I got to say, this is a fun little game. This is a fun game. Not so little even. So much to show you, so much to talk about. I'm going to jump straight in and talk while we play because I want to get through this really quickly. We're going to play the main game. There's a whole bunch of scenarios that you can play as well. We're just going to jump in and play the main game. Now, I've already beaten this on Bacteria, and that unlocks the next level, which is Virus, and so on and so on. But I'm going to play on the Bacteria level because I want to kind of show you like how the game works and how you play and how you beat the game. And then I want to see if you guys like this, because if you guys like this, I would really like to play through this and see, like, does the game like really expand as we go through the these unlocks, or does it just become samey and repetitive? Because that's what I'm kind of worried about. Like, the first couple of playthroughs you'll love, guys. Seriously, you'll love it. So I know a lot of you already play this, and I'm sure a lot more of you will play this once you've seen it. Let's just dive in. We're going to play the Bacteria again. I'm going to now. I've already unlocked this thing, the ATP boost. These are bonuses that you get every time you beat the game. You get bonuses. This ATP boost gives you some bonus DNA points at the beginning of the game, which I'll tell you about. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll insert that. Yeah, there we go. But there's like loads and loads of these things that you can like get and include, and they all add different bonuses. So let's carry on. So I've only unlocked like 2% of the available genes, so which is like 1, I think. So yeah, we'll play on normal because we just want to kind of like show it to you. We're going to call this Kill Death 127. I set this up. I'm getting more organised. Welcome to Plague Inc. You are a new bacteria. To win, you must evolve and spread across the world, wiping out all humans in the ultimate plague. Now, I don't know. Maybe I am slightly warped, but I think there are quite a lot of warped people in the world, and this just appeals to me so much. The eradication of humanity. Oh, there's going to be a lot of that in this series. Select the start location. Select a country to begin your plague. When you click on it, you'll see more information. Pop the start bubble to confirm, or click on another country instead. Right. So, now, each of the different countries has different kind of parameters to it. So you've got like hot countries down in like Africa and the Middle East. Then you've got humid countries like over in the Amazon rainforest and over in Southeast Asia. And then you've got wealthy countries like the US and Western Europe. You've got cold countries like Canada and Russia and Scandinavia. And each of them require different abilities, different adaptations of your plague to be able to spread into those countries. Now, depending on where you start, your plague will have your bacteria, your starting bacteria will have some abilities. So, for example, let's start in India, right? Let's start in India, and if I click on this, it'll tell us that our bacteria it starts off weak, but it's used to hot temperatures. Okay, so that's something that we don't need to worry about. What we need to worry about is spreading it into like cold countries, right? So we'll take that. Now we start off with a few points that we can spend. Now let's go and see how we actually evolve our disease. And I'm going to wait until we get up to 15 points because you get a message when you get to 15 points. Pop orange DNA bubbles. Now that means click on them to get DNA points. Pop orange DNA bubbles as they randomly appear to get bonus DNA points. This is the only part of the game that kind of annoys me a little bit because the game turns into a bit of whack-a-mole, right? Because these things pop up and you have to click on them. And then you get another one and you click on that one. And it goes on. And every time the disease spreads to another country, you get another one. That was just a DNA. See, now we're over 15 points. Let's go and see what we do. So, this is the overview screen, and it kind of gives you some information about like how it started and where it started and stuff like that. But these are the three important things: the infectivity, so like how contagious the disease is, the severity of the disease, and the lethality. Okay. Now, what we want to do initially is increase the infection rates. We want to get as many people infected as possible. In fact, we want to get every person in the world infected. But we want to keep the severity and especially the lethality as low as possible for as long as possible, because what the idea is that we get out there and we spread, but at a low level, just this annoying little bacteria that it's not really harmful, and then suddenly we'll start mutating and evolving the bacteria so it becomes really lethal, and suddenly everybody's got it and they'll die. So that's kind of the approach. Because as soon as the severity gets too high, the combination of the severity and the lethality, the world will start researching a cure. And then it's a race of us against them. Can we kill the human race before they cure our bacteria in this case? Well, how do we evolve our drug? Well, we can spend our points in 3 areas: transmission, symptoms, and abilities. Now, transmission is all about spreading the disease and also about mutating the disease, and that is a really important thing which shouldn't be overlooked, because mutations are basically free upgrades. So, and I think they're exclusively in the symptoms area. Symptoms is where you increase like the actual effect of the bacteria. So, for example, coughing. You can have a symptom of coughing, causes people to cough, and that increases the chance of infection. And there are all kinds of effects. It can increase the chance of infection, it can increase the severity of the disease, it can increase the lethality of the disease. But the most important one is increasing how difficult it is to cure, right? And as you get towards the center of this matrix, you get the best ones, like, of course, and they cost the most to get. We are actually going to start spending some points. Coughing is actually a good one to go for. You can see it's going to increase. It's going to like more than double our infection rate. So we're going to go for coughing, right? We've got 12 points to spend. The other good one to get right from the beginning is sneezing. Right, because it moves us another step closer towards the center stuff, which is really important, and it really increases our infection rates. Look, it again doubles our infection rates. This is really, really good. So we're going to take that, right? And it hasn't increased our severity, or hardly at all, right? And it's still not lethal. So we're still going to be low on the World Health Organization's radar. Justin Bibble trampled by fans. Hey! And there was much rejoicing. You have successfully evolved Kill Death 127. You have spent DNA points to evolve your disease, and more options have opened up. Get more points by popping DNA by playing bloody whack-a-mole. That is what this is saying. By clicking on all these buttons. You'll see as we go through that that does become a little bit annoying. Kill Death 127 begins to spread. Ha 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 ha. We have now infected 17 people. Now you're probably thinking, man, this goes slowly, but the infection rate is exponential. We'll go from like a few people to a few hundred to a few thousand, literally in probably a minute. Right? You just like watch it. It just goes boom. 80 people infected, 92, 100, 112, 150. To find out more about a country, click on the country name. Right, so we can click on this country and it'll show us a breakdown of this country, show us how many people in the country, 1.5 billion in India. Makes it quite a good place to start because it's the most populous country. I think it's the most populous in the world now. I think it's got more people even than China. Thanks to China's one child policy. Bit of trivia there. So yeah, but I gotta say, I don't find this like staggeringly useful. It does tell you whether their borders are open and whether they're allowing ships and planes to travel in and out. What is much more important, see, like this is telling you about India, right? I would actually like to see the world view here, right? Because like, yeah, I've infected 243 people in India, but how many people have I infected in the world, right? I would much rather have the world statistics there rather than the country statistics there. But hey, that's just me. So here's the world. The world population, 7.124 billion. All right. Kill Death 127 has not yet been noticed. That's good, because we want to stay under the radar for as long as possible, because once they start researching a cure, which the world will start to do, it's a race between us and them. Can we kill off the world before they can research and implement a cure? These are the countries that have been infected. These are the countries that haven't been infected. So we're still limited to India at the moment. 243 people infected. Now, when you tab out to one of these screens, the game pauses. So let's get back and start getting stuff done. So we have now infected hundreds of people. That's going to go from hundreds to thousands in a matter of seconds. You can see how fast this is ticking up. It's just doubled already. All right, 600, 700, 800, it's doubled again. Right, now it's 1,000. Pylons vital to high-tech society. A new energy report confirmed the need to construct additional pylons in order to... some of these are just irrelevant, like this one. Some of them actually do give you information about that's useful to you. So you kind of got to read them. Right, we're starting to get some more disease points that we can spend. We need to spread this disease outside of India. Right, so I'm going to go to transmission. Right, now there are a few ways to do this. Making the disease airborne allows it to be transmitted by plane travel, and making it waterborne, so it'll survive in water, makes it easier to be transmitted by ship, and it makes it easier to transmit in humid countries like Bolivia and Brazil and Southeast Asia. So both of these are good options to spread the disease, right? But there's one other thing that you have to consider, and that is mutation. Now, mutations are really free upgrades, and if you can get to the second level of these, and these are like insect transmission, this is by fleas, and if you go to the second level to rodents themselves will spread the disease, or avian carriers, or livestock, specifically sheep, evil mutant killer sheep, plague-ridden, horrible, nasty sheep. Sorry. There's a lot of Welsh people out there going, oh, come on, it's only a sheep, for heaven's sake, they're lovely. I'm not even going to go there. Let's move on. Right, so, yeah, what are we going to do? Are we going to increase our infectivity through making it airborne, which is, like, you can see that's quite a nice jump. Water is the same. These are, actually, that's about the same jump, and gets us closer to additional mutations. Oh, and in fact, this one increases the chance of mutation. Do they all? Yeah. Even the first level of these increases the mutation. So you know what? We're going to go for one of these, and I think because we're in a hot country at the moment, and we want to increase that spread. Yeah, actually, do we go for that one, or do we go for one of the others? I'm really tempted to go for rodents, get it into some urban areas, because India's a rural country, and we want to get it into the urban countries like Western Europe and the USA and places like that. So you know what? We're going to go for that one. So I'm going to spend 10 points there, and I'm really tempted to do another one. See, this is urban, this is rural. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do livestock as well. Now this is, so that's 2 increases to our mutation level. So hopefully pretty soon we'll start getting mutations. But it is random things. So you can get lucky or you can not get lucky. Latest zombie movie based on truth. Because one of the options is to create a zombie plague. I can't wait to do that. See, we're up to, suddenly we're up to 6,500. Kill Death 127 has infected thousands in India. People are being infected faster and faster. Let's have a look at our worldview. And we're still less than 1%. We've only infected 6,700 people. But like I said, this is exponential. It's 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. See, it just goes boom. And suddenly this is, you know, within seconds this is going to be hundreds of thousands of people. So, yeah, it goes very quickly.